is ready for some playoff baseball. We're gonna go over all of the matchups that are set for the wild card round. We got some good matchups. We had all the clinchers finish up today. I know I'm not the only one ready for some playoff baseball. I am tired of the 2020 COVID season. Give me playoff baseball. That is what we want. And we got some fun matchups here in the first round. What is going on, everyone? How are we doing? We got a packed house in here so far. We got 42 people in the chat. That is what I like to see. Hello, hello. I think we've all been waiting for the playoffs to start. And I'll tell you what, I am pretty excited for some of these matchups here going on in the first round. So let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat. Are we ready to go? I know I'm ready to go. Who do we got? I see Jackson is here. DMD is here. Drew Venny is here. Can Pan Baseball is here. I think we saw Brianna Torres was here. We saw James Scott was here, I believe, at one point. Alrighty. Hey, it's good to see all of you in here right now. I know all of you are excited for this coming week. Tomorrow will be an off day, but after that, there's going to be baseball every day for almost all day. So it's going to be, I'm very excited for it. Let's go ahead. Let's get right to it. So we have some pretty fun matchups. I'm going to start in the American League. So first matchup that we have the Blue Jays and we have the Rays. So to me personally, I think this is the easiest one to call. I mean, you got, a Blue Jays team. It seems that at this point they are a little ahead of schedule with their rebuild. They are playing well, but they're going up against a very good Rays team. I mean, this one might be the easiest to call out of all of them. When you look at the offense, when you look at the starting pitching, the bullpen, the fielding, the Rays, they rank higher than the Blue Jays in every category. The Rays have the better offense statistically. They have the better starting pitching statistically. They have a much better bullpen, a much better fielding team. To me, this Rays team is just better in every single way than the Blue Jays. So let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments below. Are you feeling the Rays? Are you feeling the Blue Jays? Let me know. To me, I feel like I'm feeling the Rays in this one. What do you guys think? I'm a Jays fan. I am sorry, goat crazy. Hey, who knows? Maybe the Jays can pull off the shocker, the 8-1 upset. Drew Venny thinks the Rays are going to sweep 100%. Yogi Dude is saying Rays. Leonardo Vasquez, what is going on, my friend? Hello, hello. There are quite a bit of you here in the chat, so if you did want to leave a super chat, those are on the link to Streamlabs is in the description if you would like to leave a donation and support the channel that way. If you guys leave a super chat or a Streamlabs donation, that will get highlighted in the chat and I will not miss it. So knowing me, I will probably miss a comment here or there. So if you guys do not have any money to donate, which is perfectly okay, just go ahead, give this stream a thumbs up. If you are new, go ahead and subscribe. I'm talking baseball all the time. So yeah, especially for the playoffs in the next month. We will be talking a lot of baseball in the next month. So, but it seems like a lot of you are leaning towards the Rays in the first round. So the Rays, the Victory Cigar Rays, who were smoking cigars after they clinched the division, which I thought was pretty badass, honestly. I think that needs to happen more often. Victory Cigars. You cannot go wrong with Victory Cigars. Towers J Gaming, thank you for the subscription, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So you came to a good place, my friend. We're going to be talking baseball for the next however long. Forever. We're going to talk about baseball. So But yeah, I'm really liking the Rays in this series. I just really like the Rays this year, and that's coming from me. I can't stand the Rays because they kick the crap out of my Red Sox all the time. So the Rays, they're a very good team this year. They have a great manager in Kevin Cash, just a great coaching staff in general. Really like what the Rays have. The starting pitching has been a little iffy this year. Tyler Glasnow been a little inconsistent. He strikes out a ton of guys, but he's been prone to the home run ball this year. Blake Snell's been pretty decent for the most part, but then you got Charlie Morton, who's kind of having some shoulder stuff here and there. So, starting pitching, the Rays have had to kind of do some patchwork on the fly, but the Rays have been able to figure it out starting pitching wise. But the one big thing that has helped the Rays this year is that bullpen. They rank first in wins above replacement on Fangraphs. So that Rays bullpen is very good. They can use openers very well. They just know how to plug in these pitchers into the right spots. I mean, it's kind of hard to pick the Blue Jays for me in this scenario, but you know what? There are some pieces I like on the Blue Jays. They got some pretty decent bats in that lineup. You got Teoscar Hernandez. You got Vlad Jr., who's been hitting better for the most part. There are some good bats in there. And, you got Hyun-Jin Ryu. When you got Hyun-Jin Ryu going game one, you have a chance. In my opinion, Hyun-Jin Ryu does match up well with these Rays starting pitchers. So if you can steal a win, if Hyun-Jin Ryu can steal a win, I mean, I'm just saying that's what I like about this best out of three is it could go many, many ways. And the Blue Jays have the opportunity to steal game one. So if Hyun-Jin Ryu, if he's unhittable in that game, the Blue Jays, they have enough offense here where they can put up some runs. Hey, you never know. Maybe the Blue Jays have a chance in this series. So, Nasty Dave, 3-game series is dumb. I like a 3-game series, but I see how a one game, just a 1 game, winner take all game is better. I can see both sides. I kind of, in a way, I like the 3-game series because you can, it just validates your team that much more if you win 2 out of 3. But then, just 1 game, sudden death, you get 1 chance. So I can see both sides of it. But either way, for this strange season, I'm okay with a best out of 3. So, but yeah, that is the Blue Jays and the Rays here. Definitely think you got to lean towards the Rays here because they are just that good. They're managed that good. It's just a good team. But who knows? Maybe the Blue Jays can maybe shock the world here and knock out the number 1 seed. But this next series to me is probably one of the hardest to call in this entire playoff. The Yankees and the Indians. So the Indians today, they moved into that 4th seed based off of the tiebreaker with the White Sox. So this is a very interesting series, a very interesting 3-game series. If this was a regular normal season, 162 games, this would be the 1-game wild card. Ooh, we have a subscription. DMD, hello, welcome. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. So the Yankees and the Indians, to me, it's very, very difficult for me to call because right now you kind of have the Yankees right now. They definitely have a much better offense than the Indians, but the Indians have clearly the better starting pitching. But is that going to matter in a 3-game series with the Yankees having Garrett Cole going game 1? They got Masahiro Tanaka going game 2. So yes, the Indians. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Mitchell Clem. Hello. Welcome. I think you guys are already subscribed. That's okay, though. But anyway, so with the starting pitching, of course, the Indians have been better over the course of the entire season. But in a 3-game series, will the Yankees have enough starting pitching? And to me, they definitely do have enough. You got Garrett Cole going game 1. That's what you brought Garrett Cole to New York for. You brought him in to help you win a World Series. And here you go. Garrett Cole, game 1. They needed Garrett Cole last year in the playoffs. They were short an ace like Garrett Cole, and they came up short. But now they have Garrett Cole. So is that really going to matter all that much? Because in game 1, you have him going up against the the easy Cy Young Award winner here. The easy, he ran away with it, Shane Bieber. So now, the one thing about Shane Bieber is no playoff experience. And last year in the regular season, he's pitched one game against the Yankees in his career, which was last year, and he got knocked around. I believe he only pitched maybe like 2 or 3 innings. He got knocked around in that game for about 5 runs. So, and almost a very similar offense with the Yankees this year. I almost wonder, as good as Shane Bieber has been this year, is he going to be enough to help to take down this Yankees lineup? This Yankees lineup, they've been kind of up and down for the past couple of weeks. You know, Shane Bieber, to me, I mean, what a matchup. First off, let's just acknowledge that pitching matchup. Garrett Cole against Shane Bieber. What a matchup. What a matchup for game 1. That is as good as it gets right there. That is playoff baseball. And man, it's kind of hard to go either way with that one. Who do you pick? Shane Bieber's been that good, but Garrett Cole is also that good. But then if you move on to the bullpen, right now that Indians bullpen has been very good this year. The Indians just have good pitching all the way around. Right now the Indians bullpen, they rank 2nd in wins above replacement in the major leagues, and the Yankees rank 19th. The Yankees bullpen has gotten knocked around a little bit this year, has been a little better as of late. They are back to full strength. They got Zach Britton back. They got Loaisiga back. Chapman. So, I mean, you know, the Yankees bullpen, they had their moments this year where they ran through that tough stretch, but that Yankees bullpen, you know, is, to me, you know, isn't too far behind that Indians bullpen. Yes, the Indians ranked 2nd for the year. Yankees ranked 19th. But, I mean, the Yankees got some guys in that bullpen. So that, you know, that's going to be a little, you know, a bit close as well. Right now, though, when it comes to the fielding on the year, you guys know me. I'm a big fan of fielding. I'm a big fan of playing your position in the field. It's not just about the offense. It's not just about the starting pitching. It's not just about the bullpen. You got to field the ball well as well. And the Indians right now on the year, they rank 5th while the Yankees rank 17th. So right now, statistically at least, right now the edge goes to the Yankees for offense. And the starting pitching, bullpen, and the fielding goes the Indians' way, at least statistically. So now the question is, in a 3-game series, where are you going to go? Where are you going to lean? And to me, I think the Yankees match up very well in game 1 against Shane Bieber. I mean, who wants to go up against Shane Bieber? Well, if you have a Garrett Cole, I think you feel a little bit better about your chances. And the Yankees have a good enough offense to get to Bieber. So, and you got Garrett Cole pitching, I feel like maybe, you know, I really want to run with the Indians in these playoffs, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. The Yankees, it's just something about the Yankees, man. I don't want to count the Yankees out. You know what I mean? It's just something about the Yankees. I don't know. As much as I like Shane Bieber, as much as I like Carlos Carrasco, as much as I like Plesac, I love the Indians pitching. I love that bullpen. They got some good guys in that bullpen. It's just something about the Yankees. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But what are you guys thinking? Tell me in the chat. Do you guys feel like the Yankees match up against the Indians well here? Or do you think the Indians, they're going to take this series? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. What do you think? Yankees or Indians? Let me know. I want to see what you guys think. We got 1 for the Indians. We got a couple here for the Indians. James Scott's going with the Yankees. Daddy-O, quick question. What's your clean max? I don't do weightlifting. I don't know what I could clean, honestly. I do powerlifting, so I don't do any of the weightlifting movements. We're really split on this one. Really split. We got Yankees, Indians going back and forth. Yankees, Indians going back and forth. Are we at 100 people right now? Are we at 100 people? Are we really? Let me check. Wow, we are at 118 people. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, everyone. We're talking some playoffs here tonight. The playoff brackets are set, so we are talking everything playoffs tonight. We're going over each series. So, Oh, Mitchell, it says you subbed 2 weeks ago. Huh, I wonder why it popped up on the screen. I don't know, maybe Streamlabs is screwing up over here. I don't know what's going on. LA Dodger Kid, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Hey, Cole Lango with the 99-cent super chat. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Larson just subbed. Welcome, Larson. What is going on, my friend? Yo, DMD. That's what I was saying, DMD. I noticed when it said earlier that you subscribed, I was thinking, wait a minute, you've been here. So I don't know what's going on. Connor Vick, what is going on? Thank you for subscribing. So why is it not popping up that these guys are subscribing, but it's showing for the people that subscribed 2 weeks ago? I don't know what's going on with that. So, but welcome everyone. It's glad to have you all here. We're talking some playoff baseball. I'm going to be doing a lot of streams for the playoffs this year. We're going to be doing a lot of watch-alongs for the playoff games this year. Here we go. Fly Like Mick just subscribed. What is going on, my friend? What is going on? Parker Bedward just subbed. Hello, hello. It looks like I picked a really good night to do a live stream. Boy in Blue Guerra is here. Here we go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. All right, well, let's move on to the next one. So it seemed like you guys were pretty split on Yankees-Indians. Let's move on to the next series. This is another one where I think it's pretty easy to at least just take a quick look at, and you kind of go, you know what, I think that team's going to win. We have the A's, and we have the Astros. Is it just me? Is it just me? We have another subscriber. Kid Yankee has just subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing, my friend. But we have the A's and the Astros up next. I mean, right now, when you look at this series, I mean, you just look at the A's. The A's are good this year. Very good. But the Astros, I don't know what. I saw something the other day. I saw some stats. I think it was just the stats of like the main players on the Astros, like Springer, Bregman, Altuve, where these guys' batting averages are so much lower than last year. And it was like a meme. They were all like sitting there and they're all looking sad or something like that. And it says, when you miss the trash cans or something like that. And it showed all of their batting averages were so much worse. I mean, I don't know. Was it the trash cans? Was it the cheating that really made them look that good? Is that going to affect George Springer's contract for this coming offseason? I don't know. Are teams going to kind of look at that and be like, I don't know, man. Mr. George, I don't know. Are we gonna give you a contract? I don't know about that. It seems like you're only good when you use trash cans. I'm just saying. But let's take a look here at the next. Okay. Here we go. So looking at the offenses right now, the A's, they just have the better offense all around. Right now, the A's, they rank 10th on the year. The Astros, they rank 21st. That Astros offense, like I was saying, they don't got the trash cans. They're not as good this year. I don't know what's going on with these Astros, man. But right now, the A's, they have the edge in the offense, at least statistically. But personally, in my opinion, I just like that offense better on the A's. You just got a lot of good pieces on that A's team. Let's pull up the lineups here. Give me just a second. Let's pull up. I'm going to share my screen with all of you. Hold on just 1 second for me. Okay, hold on. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So, I mean, if we're taking a look here at some of these guys in the lineup, right? So, you got Sean Murphy in his rookie year. I mean, the average is a little low, but you really like the on base, 360. I mean, he's having a pretty decent year for a rookie catcher. I mean, Matt Olson, that batting average is really low, but he's thumping some home runs. He's got some RBIs. You know, you don't like the on base, but at least Matt Olson, there is some power there. There is some pop. He can drive in some runs. You know, Marcus Semien, for going into a free agent year, man, that's rough. That is rough. A 223 average, 307 on base. I mean, you know, but Marcus Semien, who knows? Maybe he can get hot at the right time. He had a really good year last year. Matt Chapman, he's out. He's done for the year. Robbie Grossman, he's got eight home runs. I mean, you know, it's not going to be the most amazing offense, but they got some guys who can hit who can just hit. You know, you got some pop in here. you would like, Ramon Laureano's got 341 on base. You got Robbie Grossman with a 344 on base. It's not going to be the best. It's not going to be the best. But, but you do got like a guy, Mark Canha's there too. They did bring in Tommy La Stella at the trade deadline. They got some decent pieces. Like I said, it's not going to be a great offense by any means, but this is a lineup they can drive in some runs. So, like I said, there's not too much to like, but there is something there. But when it comes to the Astros offense, it's just not that good. So here, let me pull up the Astros. Here we go. Okay. Don't get me wrong. The Astros still have a lot of talent. The Astros still have a lot of talent here. So let me make sure screen is shared. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, these averages, like what's going on here? Alex Bregman hitting 248 this year. Carlos Correa hitting 256. Jose Altuve hitting 216. What is going on, Mr. Altuve? Mr. Buzzer Beater. What is going on, Altuve? Gurriel, 232. Good grief. Kyle Tucker's actually been okay this year. But, George Springer, the average actually has come up a little bit, but it's definitely lower than what it was last year. But George Springer overall, he's having a pretty decent year. 14 home runs, 32 RBIs. Michael Brantley has been pretty solid, good on base here. But, the Astros, that offense is just not clicking like it did last year. So, you just kind of wonder, are they going to be able to do all that much? But when you look at the pitching, though, where the A's are actually a little weaker, surprisingly, because going into the season, their starting pitching looked very good. But the A's right now this year, they ranked 13th in starting pitching. Frankie Montas did have a good start today against the Mariners. That was probably his, at least to me at least, it looked like his best start of the year. He was striking out a lot of guys today against the Mariners, so that was a good start for him. He really needed a start like that. He has been struggling as of late. By the way, before I move on, can I just show you guys something really quick? Can I just show you guys one thing? Hold on. Let me pull this up really quick. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. Come on. We're getting close. Hold on. Okay. Come on. Load. All right. Here we go. Sharing my screen. Your fantasy baseball champion of the year is me. I won my championship this year. I am absolutely stoked. My team just went off today. Just saying. But I didn't play fantasy baseball for 5 years. The last time I did play, I won the championship. Took a 5-year hiatus, and I came back this year and we won the championship. I'm just saying, it's a pretty good feeling. I can't lie. So what I did want to say real quick before I move on with the playoffs is next year, I definitely would like to have a league with you guys. I'm not sure how I'm going to set it up. It's been just a ton of fun for me this year. I've really enjoyed playing fantasy baseball again. It's been huge for me. So, but yeah, I would love to figure out some way where we can all, I'm not sure how I'm going to pick people to join the league. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. If it's going to be some kind of like a raffle or something like that, or I don't know. So I definitely just want to say right now for next year, I would love to start a league. So if you guys are interested, definitely be on the lookout for that next year. But yeah, just saying, fantasy baseball champion this year. I'm pretty stoked. I can't lie. So anyway, let's get back here. Hold on 1 second. What am I even doing? Here we go. So, but when we look at the starting pitching, back to the A's and the Astros, when we look at the starting pitching, the A's starting pitching, even without Justin Verlander, even without Garrett Cole, who is now on the Yankees, their starting pitching is actually pretty decent. I can't lie. You got Zach Greinke there. He's actually been pretty good. Don't be alarmed by this 4.03 ERA. His FIP is 2.80. Zach Greinke has been very good this year. Framber Valdez has been pretty good this year. Lance McCullers Jr., he's coming around. He had a couple little tough starts there, but ERA of 3.93, FIP of 3.70. They got some guys that can pitch here for the Astros. So I would not count the Astros out in this series just like that. I do like this A's team. But this A's team does have some really good starting pitching, but definitely don't count the Astros out. Don't just give the A's a sweep here. This could go 3 games. I'm just saying. So let me come back here to you guys. So, but moving on to the bullpen, the A's definitely have the better bullpen. Definitely the better bullpen. They rank 6th on the year. Astros ranked 16th. I love the A's bullpen. Just incredible pieces in that bullpen. So if we go take a look at the A's bullpen, let's go take a look. Here we go. Actually, let's take a look real quick at the starting pitching. So, I mean, Chris Bassett, he's had a pretty decent year. His FIP is higher than his ERA, so make sure you look out for that. But Mike Fiers, honestly, Mike Fiers is kind of like a Mike Fiers kind of a year, a mid-4 ERA. You know, Jesus Luzardo, I thought he would actually be a lot better than this. But what I like about this A's team is that these guys have gotten innings. These guys have logged a lot of innings. You know, Frankie Montes was a bit of a disappointment this year, I can't lie, but he looked really good in his start today against the Mariners. And if they got Mike Minor at the trade deadline, I mean, he's kind of been whatever. I mean, 5.48 ERA. FIP is better, 4.22. So, but yeah, definitely I like the starting pitching with the A's. It's just solid all around. Now, are they going to step up for the postseason? That's what really matters. But taking a look at the bullpen, I mean, this bullpen has just been nasty. Look at this bullpen. Liam Hendricks, love Liam Hendricks. That guy is a freaking stud out of that bullpen. You got Joakim Soria. He's been very solid this year. Pettit, he's been very good this year. FIP, though, is a little high. Don't ignore that. I mean, 1.74 ERA is definitely getting help from the defense. So, right now, I definitely really like this A's bullpen. I mean, they even got Jake Dykman, who 0.44 ERA. I mean, that's insane. 20 innings. So they got some good pieces in this A's bullpen. It's definitely very good. But the hold on, I wasn't sharing my screen. Damn it. Sorry about that. But yeah, hold on. Let me bring you back right quick. Here we go. So yeah, definitely really good pieces here. Liam Hendricks. You got Soria here, Pettit. I mean, just good stats all the way around. I mean, Jake Dykman, with the 0.44 ERA. I mean, just very good all the way around. So, where are you guys leaning with the A's and the Astros? Where are you leaning? Are you leaning towards the A's, or do you think the Astros are going to step it up for the playoffs? What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. What do you think? A's or Astros? I want to see what you guys think. I'm seeing Athletics. Wait, it's A's White Sox? What are you talking about? Is it really? I thought I saw A's Astros. Oh my God, it's the A's and the White Sox. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What? That's the last thing that I looked at. Oh my God, this is really bad. Oh, how embarrassing. I thought I saw A's and the Astros. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, on my thumbnail it said the A's and the Astros, didn't it? That's the last thing that I saw. Hold on a second. Hold on. What was my thumbnail? It was the A's and the Astros. Okay, so they must not have updated it. I apologize, everyone. I am so sorry. The thumbnail does show A's and Astros. I guess I didn't see the tiebreaker and then it updated. I apologize. Wow, this is embarrassing. You know what? I'm going to go just run into traffic right now. Oh my God. This is awful. Okay, let's start over then. Hold on. Okay, so hold on a second. Give me a second to get all caught up here because I have the brain of a potato. I've told you guys before, I have the brain of a potato. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Anyway, okay, here we go. Twins and the Astros. Apologies. Twins and the Astros. So, yeah, definitely, if you're going to rewind and watch this stream later, just skip over this part. Okay, Twins and the Astros. So either way, I'm still going to keep saying what I'm saying about the Astros. Astros, don't overlook the Astros. They have some good starting pitching. Offense is definitely not as good as what it was last year, but they still got guys in that lineup, trash cans or not. The Astros are still have guys in that lineup. I mean, they have playoff experience. Who knows? Maybe they could step it up for the playoffs. Maybe something clicks. Who knows? Maybe they get some more trash cans. I don't know. Who knows what they end up doing? But what I do like about the Astros is the starting pitching. The starting pitching has been pretty decent. So, but now that we're back on track, and now that we have the correct matchup now, let's talk about the Twins. So right now the Twins, they rank 7th in offense overall. I really like the Twins lineup. There's a lot of good things to like about the Twins lineup. So let me pull this lineup up real quick. I am just thrown off right now, everyone. This is just, wow. In my head, I was thinking just A's, Astros this whole time. Hold on. We're pulling up the Twins. Here we go. You know, with the Twins this year, I just really like this Twins team. I really enjoy this Twins team. There's just a lot to like. There's a lot to like about this lineup. Mitch Garver. Let me share my screen with everyone. Mitch Garver is having a pretty down year. You weren't really expecting this out of Garver. He had a pretty good year last year. Sano, 13 home runs. I mean, not great on the average, not great on the on base. But he can get you a home run. Arias, he's been kind of having some injuries as of late. I believe he is back now. But this is a guy, they really need him at the top of that lineup. He is their leadoff hitter. He is the guy that sets the table. You got Polanco there, 263 average, 309 on base, not great. But you got Josh Donaldson there. You got Eddie Rosario there. You got Byron Buxton there. You got Max Kepler there. You got Nelson Cruz. These are the guys. And when you got Josh Donaldson and freaking Nelson Cruz in the middle of that lineup, this Twins lineup is scary. As long as they have guys at the top of that lineup that can produce, this Twins offense is very scary. So Luis Arias, if he is on, then that offense is going to go. So I really like this Twins lineup a lot. But then when we move on to the starting pitching with the Twins, moving on, I really like the starting pitching as well. It's, you're not going to have guys that are going to, like a Shane Bieber or a Garrett Cole. But Kenta Maeda this year, very good this year. Kenta Maeda deserves some recognition this year. They did the Brusdar Gratterall for Kenta Maeda trade. And, dude, Kenta Maeda has been just everything the Twins have needed. He's been very good. 11 starts, 2.70 ERA. Come on. He's having a good year. He's striking out almost 11 batters per 9. Kenta Maeda, man, game 1, that's not a bad option to have. Jose Barrios, he has been pitching a little better as of late. Jose Barrios probably get the nod for game 2, I would imagine. Randy Dobnak's been pretty good this year. Rich Hill, if he's healthy, he's going to be effective. They had Pineda come back. He's actually been very good through 5 starts. He's been very good, a 2.21 FIP. You would like to see some more strikeouts out of him, but that's okay. The Twins starting pitching, it ranks 5th on the year. So Twins starting pitching, it's very good. I really like the Twins starting pitching. And then you look at the bullpen. The bullpen is good too. Taylor Rogers, a 4.05 ERA, but he's got a 2.84 FIP. So he's definitely pitching better than what the ERA looks like. You got Tyler Clippard in there. Tyler Clippard is, to me, one of just the better setup men in the game. You got Tyler Duffy. He's been awesome this year. Trevor May, he's been solid for the most part. You got Sergio Romo. He's been pretty solid for the most part. You got some other guys in here. Matt Wisler. Come on. There's good pieces in this Twins bullpen. They got some good starting pitching. They have a good offense. I really like the Twins this year. I think a lot of people might be sleeping on the Twins this year. So, and they're just very good. They're very good all around. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Twins just because they always just find a way to lose in the playoffs, especially to the Yankees. They just can't win in the playoffs. But looky here. If we go to, hold on, let me pull up the bracket here. All right, is it coming up for you guys? Here we go. So if we take a look, the Twins, as of right now, they would not run into the Yankees until the American League Championship Series. And that is great news for the Twins. You know why? Because every time the Twins make the playoffs, they always seem to run into the Yankees, and they always lose to the Yankees. So Minnesota Twins, if you're watching this stream for some odd particular reason, I'm telling you right now, if you guys want to win a World Series this year, this is the year. You know why? Because you're not going to have to run. You might not even run into the Yankees this year. And if you do, you won't run into them until the American League Championship Series. And this time, you're going to have 7 games to beat the Yankees this year. So I'm just saying, they always run into the Yankees, whether, division series. Have they played them in the wild card game? I can't fully remember. But you know what? If they do run into the Yankees, it wouldn't be till the ALCS. You know what? You got 7 games to figure out how to beat the Yankees. Twins, do it. This is your year. This is the year, Minnesota. This is your year. If you want to make it to the World Series, this is your time. I'm just saying. And honestly, the Twins, to be honest with you, this bottom half of the bracket, this is an easy path. Especially for the Twins. You got a much weaker Astros team this year. And then we're going to get to this matchup next. I already talked about the A's because I have the brain of a potato and whatever, you guys already know. But if the Twins, to me, they have the easiest path. You got the Astros, who are a weaker team. And then to me, the A's, they are the 2 seed, but I think the A's are definitely beatable. And then the White Sox, the great offense, but we'll get to the White Sox here in a second. The White Sox, do they have enough pitching? So the Twins, to me, I really think the Twins have the easiest path in the American League. You won't have to face the Rays in the first round or in the division series. You won't have to face that Indian starting pitching. The Yankees, really good offense with a very good bullpen and some pretty good starting pitching as well. To me, this Twins team, if you want a year to try and win, this is the year. So I'm just saying. But what are you guys thinking? Are you guys thinking Twins or are you guys thinking Astros? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Matthew Bradigan. Yeah, I'm not a Phillies fan by any means, but I made a video on why the Phillies are going to win the National League East, and now I'm the laughingstock of the baseball YouTube. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. They didn't just let you down. They let me down, my friend. So we got a lot of Twins. A lot of Twins. Everyone's thinking Twins. I'm thinking Twins too. By the way, I am going to have my predictions tomorrow. So I know I already did my preseason predictions, but when I did those preseason predictions, that was with the normal format. I never redid those predictions based on the format. So yeah, I'm just saying I will be coming up with my updated predictions tomorrow. So please be on the lookout for that. Alex, no, I have not yet talked about the National League. I have not yet talked about the National League. I am talking about now the last matchup in the American League. We have the A's and we have the White Sox. So I've already gone pretty in depth on the A's. They got some okay pieces in the offense. It's not great by any means. They got some guys who can, they have some thump in that lineup. But what I like most about the A's is that they have starting pitching depth. And they have a good bullpen. That's what I like about the A's. Good bullpen, decent starting pitching depth. But now let's talk about the White Sox. So pulling up the White Sox here. Hold on one second. Let me come back to you guys. What I really like about the White Sox this year is just what an offense this White Sox team is or has. It's incredible. Oh my God, they just hit all over the place. So let me pull up the stats here and then I'll share it back with you guys. Here we go. So, White Sox. Holy crap. First off, you got 2 MVP candidates in that lineup with Jose Abreu and Tim Anderson. So, you got a guy that's in the running for Rookie of the Year, probably won't win Rookie of the Year, but the guy's a stud in Luis Robert. There's just offense all over the place. You got Yasmani Grandal. He came over last year as a free agent or this past offseason. For the most part, not too much with the offense, but he has definitely been very good for that team fielding-wise. But Jose Abreu, he's been the star of the show for the White Sox. This guy is just hitting the freaking piss out of the ball. 19 home runs on the year, 60 RBIs on the year. I mean, if you look, that's on pace for, that's got to be on pace for like 50 to 60 home runs, I think, in a 162 game season. He's been awesome. A 370 on base, a 624 slugging. Jose Abreu has been the man for the White Sox this year. Madrigal's been really good. 343 average, a 381 on base. I mean, dude, Madrigal has been fantastic since coming up. Tim Anderson, what else is there to say about Tim Anderson? He's actually, that batting average has really dropped off. Let's actually go look. Tim Anderson, how has he been doing? That average was like close to 400 at one point. He must be right in the middle of a slump right here. Taking a look. Here we go. So let's just say for the whole month of September, Tim Anderson, what the heck have you been doing, dude? I mean, he's hitting 327 for the month, so it must be for like the last couple of weeks, because I could have sworn this guy, he had like an average of like almost, no, I don't want to start here. No, stop it. Here we go. He had an average of like 370 at one point. Yeah, okay, so it's been the last couple of weeks. So he's only hitting 231. He is a little cold heading into the playoffs, so they are going to need him. To me, he's been one of the reasons why Jose Abreu has been so good, because he is just the table setter for Jose Abreu. He's the guy that gets the hits. He's the guy that gets on base. So they're going to need Tim Anderson here to really step up. You know, he's been cold. They're going to have him start hitting that ball again. So if you want Jose Abreu to get those chances to drive in all those runs, Tim Anderson, he's going to have to start getting hot again. So that White Sox offense, it's very good. There's good pieces all over that White Sox lineup. So moving on with the White Sox, though, is the starting pitching. So Lucas Giolito, he's been solid, very solid this year. Had the no-hitter this year, 3.48 ERA, a 3.19 FIP. He's been very good. Striking out 12 batters per nine. That's exactly what you want an ace to look like. I mean, good FIP, good strikeouts per nine. A little high with the walks, 3.5 per nine. And not bad, but not great either. You would like him to cut down on the walks for the playoffs, especially. Dallas Keuchel, I believe Dallas Keuchel's good to go now. He is back, right? Dallas Keuchel. Let's just take a look on Dallas Keuchel. I believe he is doing fine. Yeah, so he did pitch a couple of days ago, so he is doing pretty good. The one thing I forgot to mention with the White Sox, too, the White Sox have been very cold. Very cold. So if we take a look at their last 10 games, so let me open this up in a new tab. So the White Sox, they have been struggling heading into these playoffs. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games. So that's where, I mean, they were winning the division at one point. They were the number one seed in the playoffs for the American League at one point. So the White Sox, they are really struggling heading into these playoffs. So that's why I feel like personally with me, you know, when you look at this A's team, I really like the depth that the A's have. They got options. I mean, the A's haven't really been playing all that. I mean, they're playing 500 baseball the last 10 games. But to me, the A's, I just really like the depth that they have in that starting pitching. I love the bullpen. I do question that offense a little bit. To me, the White Sox definitely have the better offense. But to me, you know, when it comes to pitching, I think I like Lucas Giolito. I think definitely the White Sox have the advantage in game one. But when it comes to a best out of three, what are you guys thinking here? Are you guys thinking A's or are you guys thinking White Sox? I feel like with me, I'm kind of slightly leaning to the A's just because they're just playing better than the White Sox lately. The White Sox are really slumping heading into these playoffs. So what do you guys think here? Are you guys going A's or are you guys going White Sox? Let me know down below. I'm seeing White Sox, 2 for White Sox, 3 for White Sox, A's. I mean, we're definitely seeing some more A's in here. Yeah, but so Dark Nest, Keuchel has been good. Keuchel has definitely been good this year. 1.99 ERA on the year, 3.08 FIP. The funny thing with Keuchel is he doesn't strike out any guys, but he is just so good at just location and just movement on his pitches. Keuchel is so good in that way. The only thing I worry about with the White Sox is just Lucas Giolito, Keuchel. After them, I mean, Dylan Cease. I mean, look at the FIP, a 6.3. What in the world's going on? 6.36 FIP. Dane Dunning's actually been pretty good this year. 3.97 ERA, pretty much the same thing for FIP. Decent amount of strikeouts. What I like about the White Sox is they got a guy at the top who gets a lot of strikeouts. You got Dane Dunning who can get some strikeouts. Personally, with me, I think you got to have at least two guys that can get a lot of strikeouts in your rotation. And they have two guys that can. I mean, and Lucas G Alito, you got him. Where I do just worry is, are you going to have someone else that's going to be able to get a lot of strikeouts as well? And the White Sox starting pitching, they're very, at the top, they're better than the A's. But depth, I wonder. And just because of how cold they're playing very cold. I just wonder about that a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's definitely an interesting matchup for sure. I feel like personally, as of right now, I am leaning towards the A's just based on how cold the White Sox are playing as of late. Because if Lucas Giolito doesn't get it done in Game 1, I mean, you got Keuchel there. I don't know. It's just interesting. It's interesting. It's an interesting matchup to say the least. So, A's aren't really playing that much better either, but they are playing better than the White Sox, I guess. So, JW Taylor 2K Gaming, do you think the Braves got screwed with playing the Reds? We're going to get to that here in a little bit. I am excited to talk about that one. I'm going to leave that one for last, so make sure you stick around. So right now I would say in the American League, I feel like in the American League here, I feel like I'm right now favoring the Rays. Right now, these are not my final predictions. This is just what I'm thinking right now. Right now, these are not final. I would say Rays. My gut's telling me the Yankees. My gut is telling me the Yankees, but my gut's also telling me the Indians. That's a really difficult one. Indians and Yankees this might be the most difficult matchup to pick in this entire playoff. I'd say, I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'll just spit them out. Rays, Yankees, Twins, and A's. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm not entirely sure on the Indians, Yankees. I'm going to have to sleep on that one. That one's tough, man. That Indian starting pitching is so good. That Indian starting pitching could get them to the World Series. I really believe that. That is top-notch starting pitching. You got Bieber. You got Carrasco. You got Plesac. I mean, you got Tristan McKenzie there, too. I mean, he can pitch. There's just... man, that Indians-Yankees one, that is really difficult. It's difficult because Game 1, they have someone that can match up against Bieber. And the Indians' offense isn't all that great. So, honestly, if you can just have someone go toe-to-toe with Bieber, that Yankees offense is good enough, right? To where... if they can squeak by a couple of runs against Bieber, they got Garrett Cole who can hold them to one or even no runs. So that's the thing with the Indians. It's just their offense it's just weaker this year. They got Jose Ramirez, Francisco Lindor. He is having a down year, but it's still Francisco Lindor. You got some decent pieces in that lineup with the Indians, but overall they're just not as good when it comes to the Yankees offense. So, it's a really hard matchup to pick. I definitely am leaning, or I'm not. It's hard for me to lean either way. It's hard for me. I would just say as of right now, Yankees. I'd have to say Yankees right now. I definitely like the Twins in this one. I like the A's as of right now, but I also do like the White Sox too, because the White Sox. Because I love Lucas Giolito. I love Giolito. I love Keuchel. I love the White Sox are almost built for a three-game series. They are built for a short series because they got top-heavy starting pitching, and they have a decent enough bullpen. To where I think the White Sox definitely could beat the A's. I definitely think that. I just like the A's. I don't know. I've always been kind of a fan of Oakland A's baseball. I don't know. I just like the A's. But I like their starting pitching depth. I think the A's would definitely do well in a longer series. But when it came to a really short series, The thing with the A's is I think while their starting pitching at the top might not be as good as the White Sox, it can still be pretty effective. So, and again, but with that White Sox offense, it's hard. I'm pretty split on that one right now. I can go either way. But the thing that's kind of holding me back is how cold the White Sox have been. They just they had the number 1 seed, just last week, I believe, and now they're the number 7 seed. How crazy is that? They were the number 1 seed just like a week ago, and now they're the number 7 seed. That's what I find very fun about these playoffs. I know a lot of you might not like all of these teams in the playoffs, but this is what I love about it. I love that there's so many different ways that this can go. It's crazy to me that the White Sox were the number 1 seed and now they're number 7, just like a week ago. So that to me is just like hilarious, but like exciting at the same time. But I definitely think the White Sox, like according to seeds, I definitely think they have the biggest potential for the upset here, right? A 7-2 upset. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for the American League right now. I'm pretty sure I like the Rays. I like the Twins. I'm having a tough time with the Yankees. I feel like A's and White Sox, I don't know. The more I talk about it, I wonder if that White Sox losing streak is just kind of whatever at this point. Once the playoffs start, everything starts over. White Sox will be fresh. They'll be good to go. I love Lucas G Alito. One thing I like about one reason I like Lucas G Alito is he was on my fantasy team this year and he got me that no-hitter and it helped me win that week. So I have a place in my heart for Lucas G Alito. So yeah, overall the American League, these are really fun matchups. I mean, whatever. Even you got the Rays and the Blue Jays. I mean, that's pretty lopsided if you ask me, but that's still a pretty fun matchup. I think it's fun. I think it's a division matchup, but the Indians, Yankees, I mean, who knows if they ever do a best out of 3 ever again after this point, but this could be the best ever best out of 3 series. Indians and Yankees, man. What 2 great teams to go at it in a best out of 3. So there's a lot of ways this can go. But alrighty. But I want to kind of see what you guys are thinking right now. Before I move on to the National League, what team do you think is going to end up out of the American League? I'm very interested to see what you guys think. What team do you think in the American League makes it to the World Series? Let me know. I want to see what you guys say. I'm going to sip on my coffee while I see this. I see Rays. So what are you guys thinking? Which team out of the American League is going to make it to the World Series? Rays, Twins. We see some Twins. Yeah, Knob, I think that's a kind of a great way to say it. If the Indians can get out of that wild card, that's a tough wild card to get out of. The Yankees are, you don't want to mess around with the Yankees, man. If they can get out of that wild card, I think the Indians, they got a chance. Rays, Indians, White Sox, Twins, Indians, Yankees, Astros. There he is. Orioles 2041 world champions. What's going on? Wow, James Scott saying White Sox out of the American League. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Angels. Edgar, I left out the Angels. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking my Red Sox are going to make it out of the American League. Can I just say this right now? The Red Sox have actually looked pretty good in the last week. Tanner Houck is basically the next Pedro Martinez. I'm just saying that right now. Manteca, what's going on, dude? Yes, I remember you. Of course. Yes, Parker Bedward. Yes, my Red Sox are going to make it to the World Series. They are going to shock the world. But no, my Red Sox have been looking pretty good in the last week. Tanner Houck has been great. So, by the way, guys, Ron Renicky will not be returning to the Red Sox next year. I'm just saying. And I mean, Alex Cora, he's sitting at home right now. Alex Cora, I'm just saying. I don't know. I love me some Alex Cora, man. He only cheated with the Astros, not the Red Sox. I'm just saying. Ayo, yeah, I'm totally kidding. Houck in a way kind of reminds me of Chris Sale from the right side. It's pretty interesting. Not really Chris Sale, but like kind of just the way their windups are. They're very similar. No way, Slam Diego Padres fan. Alex Cora is not a bad manager. No way. I have to disagree with that. Alex Cora was awesome. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm just saying, guys, watch out for Alex Cora next year. He could make his return. And they did talk to Chaim Bloom. They did bring up his name. Chaim Bloom would not really address it, and I think it's because he can't, because technically Alex Cora is still suspended, so you can't really talk about him. So, yeah, Alex Cora did cheat, but with the Red Sox, he definitely did not cheat. So that was proven. They investigated it. Especially in 2018, there was no way he could have, because they had people in the back, like they had security like around like the TV monitors and stuff like that in the back. So yeah, there was no way the Red Sox cheated in 2018 during the playoffs. So I just really liked Alex Cora. I thought he just pushed a lot of the right buttons with the Red Sox. He wasn't afraid to try new things. He would do some wacky things here and there. I liked some things that Alex Cora I liked all the different things that he would do, whether it was like different matchups out of the bullpen, playing different guys in different parts of the lineup. Really liked Alex Cora. I was very sad when Alex Cora when he left. So, but I would not be surprised to see Alex Cora come back for next season. I really would not. To me personally, I mean, yeah, Alex Cora, will that get some bad publicity? Absolutely it would. It absolutely would. It would make the Red Sox look really bad. But Alex Cora, to me, out of all the manager candidates that are out there, Alex Cora is the best one. And to me, if you want to put together a winning team, you got to go with the best. And I think Alex Cora, out of all these managers out there, he is the best one. So will they go with it? I don't know. That's going to be hard to really, I can understand why some people would be against that. Trust me, I'm not naive to thinking that. I understand what he did with the Astros. It's unforgivable, but I don't know. I'm a believer in second chances. And to me, even if it wasn't the Red Sox, if this was a manager for the Yankees or whoever, the Brewers, I don't know. If this happened with another team, I would still be saying the same thing. I'm a believer in second chances. The guy messed up. He's serving his time right now. He's not making any money. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at with it. Overall, I wouldn't be surprised if Alex Cora came back. If not, though, I wouldn't be surprised either, because with Chaim Bloom, I feel like Chaim Bloom already has a couple of people on his list. And I personally feel like Chaim Bloom could end up bringing in someone that you have never heard of in your entire life. I'm just saying that. So, okay. Let's move on. National League. We're not talking about Alex Cora here. We're talking about the playoffs. So, let's go here. We have Dodgers and Brewers. So we have 170 people in the chat. Wow. Wow. That is a ton of people. We're all ready for some playoff baseball. That is fantastic. Very happy to see everyone here. If you are just coming in, we're talking playoff baseball tonight. We're going over all the matchups in the playoffs. We've already gone over the American League. So if you are just coming in and you missed all of that, go back to the beginning of the stream. We were talking about the American League. I did goof at one point. I thought the A's and the Astros were playing each other in the first round. So skip over that part. I realized that I was completely wrong and had the matchups wrong. So, but yeah, I have already talked about the American League. I've given my thoughts on the American League. I will be coming out with my predictions tomorrow. My final predictions, these are not my predictions. These are kind of just my thoughts as of right now. And we're kind of just previewing each series right now. So moving on to the 1-8 matchup, we have the Dodgers and the Brewers. And personally, I think this series is actually going to be closer than some people might think. I actually like this Brewers team. There's a couple of things I like about this Brewers team. I love Brandon Woodruff, and I love Devin Williams out of that bullpen. Devin Williams out of that bullpen this year, I honestly think Devin Williams could get Rookie of the Year this year. He has been absolutely nasty for the Brewers this year. What an arm to go behind Josh Hader. So let me pull up the Brewers. Let's pull up the Brewers. Octagon 8 just subscribed. What is going on, my friend? How are we doing? All right, so let's take a look here. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So right now for the Brewers, they're not doing great offensively this year. Right now, they rank 25th in offense, which to me is incredibly surprising because they have some great bats in this lineup and everyone is just slumping. Goodness, Nervaez 176. I mean, come on. Hayura this year, he was hitting everything last year, and his average is really down this year, 216. He does have 13 home runs, so that's not bad. Arcia, he's only hitting 259. I mean, he's only got 5 home runs. Sogard, he's only hitting 211. Christian Yelich, what the heck happened to Christian Yelich this year? He's still got a pretty decent on base of 350, but it's crazy with Christian Yelich and Cody Bellinger this year. They're both just slumping incredibly. So, Bellinger has been playing better as of late, but Yelich this year has just not been able to find it at all. Only hitting 202 on the year. He's got 12 home runs. But he's got no RBIs. Ryan Braun, 238. What is going on with this offense for the Brewers? So the Dodgers definitely have the better offense in this series. Absolutely, by far. It's not even close. So, but what I like about the Brewers is the starting pitching. And that's why I think you can't count the Brewers out in this series. Do I think they're going to upset the Dodgers? No. No, I'm not gonna pick the Brewers in this series. I won't. But could they shock you? Could they shock the world? They could. They got Brandon Woodruff at the top. Corbin Burns. Oh, he's on the 10-day injured list. When did he go on? Oh, I did not hear that one. Corbin Burns. What happened? Oh, strain left oblique. Oh, I did read this a couple days ago. Is he going to be, I'm guessing he's going to miss this. So is he even going to be out for the playoffs? Is he going to be out for the playoffs? Oh, strain left oblique. That's rough, man. I'm just going to assume he's not even going to be in it. But yeah, that's rough. I completely forgot about Burns going down with that oblique injury. Jeez. But he was having a good year. Oh, that's terrible, man. Corbin Burns was having a fantastic year. Man. But they do have Brandon Woodruff. He's been pretty solid for the most part. 3.05 ERA, 11 strikeouts per 9. So after that, I don't know. They do got Brandon Woodruff for game 1. He'll go up against Clayton Kershaw most likely. So you do have a chance in game 1 at least. But that offense, that's tough, man. That's tough. But one thing I do like about the Brewers, I love the bullpen. You got Josh Hader. You got Devin Williams there. Devin Williams, he has been insane this year. 0.33 ERA, a 0.86 FIP, over 27 innings. This guy has shown that he can pitch either an inning, he can pitch multiple innings. Lately, he's actually been pitching 2 innings at a time. So Devin Williams is someone that can. He is a weapon out of that bullpen. They got some other decent guys out here too. Brent Suter, Eric Yardley. Freddie Peralta's there too. There's some decent guys in this Brewers bullpen. This Brewers bullpen actually, they rank 5th on the year in wins above replacement. So this Brewers bullpen is pretty good. So, but now when you look at the Dodgers, let's go to the Dodgers. Taking a look, this Dodgers team's good. I really like this Dodgers team. There are some things I don't quite like. I'll go over it here as we go. Let's just start off with the offense. They rank 3rd in the major leagues in offense this year. why does Justin Turner look like he just... this looks like me when I have let my beard grow out and I am just drunk out of my mind. Is that, and I haven't slept in like 3 days. Justin Turner, what the heck happened in this picture, my friend? Come on, man. You got to make us gingers look better than this. Come on. Justin Turner, come on. We need a better picture from you next year. But really, look at it. He needs a nap. Anyway, but Mookie Betts here, he's been fantastic. He's an MVP candidate this year. He has been everything as advertised for the Dodgers, signing the long-term contract. Mookie Betts, I miss you, and I miss you for a good reason. He has just been fantastic. 16 home runs, 39 RBIs. He's got a 927 OPS. He's stealing bases. Mookie Betts, one of the best players in the league. Corey Seager's having a great year this year. I mean, this offense is stacked. You got 12 home runs from Muncy. Actually, Turner's not really hitting many home runs this year, but he's hitting 311 on the year, 401 on base. Turner's very good. AJ Pollock is hitting well this year. He's hitting very well, actually. A lot of people were not expecting this out of AJ Pollock. Cody Bellinger, he is down with the numbers a little bit, but he actually has been hitting better as of late. So I believe he's hitting over 300 in the last couple of weeks, or the last few weeks, I believe. But they got some really good pieces. I mean, you got Chris Taylor, 8 home runs. Come on. It's just good all the way around. You got Edwin Rios, 31 games, 8 home runs. I mean, come on. He's got a 958 OPS off the bench. There's just so many weapons for this Dodgers lineup. I am not worried about this offense at all. Really where I worry about the Dodgers with the offense, not necessarily the offense, but is the defense. They ranked 24th in defense this year. So, you got guys out there that can save some runs, but when you rank 24th overall in defense, that can be a problem. And so the Dodgers really need to make sure that they're shoring up on the defensive side of the ball. Let's actually go here let's kind of take a look at that defense. I cannot type. Let's take a look kind of what's going on. So if we're taking a look at the fielding with the Dodgers, can you guys see my screen? Okay. So right now, like I said, am I on the fielding? Yes, I'm on the fielding. So right now the Dodgers rank 24th. They have a negative 7.4 defensive value. So it's kind of wondering how is that? That's crazy. If you look at defensive runs saved, they are saving a lot of runs. They're 27th in defensive run, or they have 27 defensive runs saved, and that ranks second. But when it comes to UZR, right, they got a negative 6.4. That ranks 23rd. So right now the Dodgers, they're making, to me, what that says is they're making really good plays out there. They're saving a lot of runs. They're getting to balls that they shouldn't be getting to, and they're really taking away a lot of runs. But when it comes to simply just playing clean baseball at your position, they're kind of not as clean as you would like them to be. And to me, I think fielding is a big part of postseason baseball. That is just, to me, pitching and fielding, to me, you need to play the fundamentals out there. And to me, if you're not playing fundamentally sound baseball come postseason time, that can be a problem. But I digress. They have a very good offense. That is one thing. So they got some guys who can nab some runs. So that's good. So right now with the Dodgers, I'd say the defense, they do enough, I would say, because at least they're ranked very high in defensive runs saved. So, but when I look at the Dodgers, one area that surprisingly kind of concerns me a little bit, I don't even want to say concerns, but it's just because of recent history, is Clayton Kershaw right here at the top. He's having a great year. A lot of people were writing him off, saying he is no longer the ace of that staff, and that's Walker Bueller. Well, Clayton Kershaw has told everyone to go to hell, and he is still the ace of that staff. 2.16 ERA, 3.31 FIP. He's been very good. Clayton Kershaw has been the man, but can he be the man in the postseason? That's where he has struggled. This year maybe could be different. He doesn't have a full season to work with this time. He's only started 10 games. So Clayton Kershaw, he doesn't have that long season to worry about. So, he's probably feeling a little more fresh this time around. And Walker Bueller, hopefully he's over those blister problems. Let's hope so. Walker Bueller, I mean, very good too. I mean, the FIP is a little higher than what I'd like to see. His ERA is a 3.44, but the FIP is a 4.36. So Walker Bueller, kind of the FIP a little high, and the blister issues, I kind of wonder about Walker Bueller a little bit. But overall, I am pretty confident. April Mills, what is going on? Thank you for subscribing. Hello. But what I do like about this Dodgers team, the Dodgers starting pitching, they got young guys who have really stepped up this year. Julio Urias, Dustin May has stepped up. Actually, Dustin May, that FIP, I am not liking that FIP. 2.77 ERA, a 4.80 FIP. Kind of worries me a little. But Tony Gonsolin, this is a Rookie of the Year candidate right here. A 2.31 ERA, a 2.29 FIP, about 9 strikeouts per 9. Gwendy Soriano, welcome to the channel. Hello. What is going on? We're talking playoff baseball. By the way, everyone, just to remind you, if you guys haven't already, if you can, please give the stream a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. If you just absolutely hate being here, go ahead, leave it a thumbs down as well. I am perfectly okay with that. It helps out the algorithm, helps out get to more baseball fans. Just to let you know, super chats are on. There is a link to Streamlabs donations in the description. If you guys would like to leave a donation to support the channel, that is always welcome. Also, if you do leave a super chat or a Streamlabs donation, that will have your question be highlighted. I'm gonna come back to some comments here in a little bit, but getting back to the starting pitching here for the Dodgers, I really like that they've had these young guys step up. I really like that. So, wow, we're getting a lot of subscribers here tonight, everyone. A lot of subscribers here tonight. This is awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. But yeah, anyway, but the bullpen, this Dodgers bullpen is very good. Dodgers bullpen is very good. As of right now, the Dodgers bullpen does rank 4th in the major leagues. So they do have a slight edge over the Brewers when it comes to the bullpen. Kenley Jansen, he's been pretty solid for the most part, but Blake Treinen, he's been pretty good for the most part as well. FIP at a 3.15. Blake Treinen does struggle a little bit against the lefties, though. That's what I don't like very much about Blake Treinen. Brusdar Graterol, the dude throws like 300 miles an hour. He's awesome. I mean, they got some great pieces out here. Jake McGee's been very good this year. Joe Kelly, he finally gave up a run at some point last week. They got arms. That's what I like to see. Caleb Ferguson did go down with Tommy John. He was pretty effective out of that bullpen, but they got a lot of good pieces in that bullpen. I'm really liking the Dodgers. Overall, as much as I would like to give the Brewers a chance here, this Dodgers team, in my opinion, they're just too good. They're just too good. So tell me what you think down below. Sorry, I have something on the TV here that's distracting me a little bit. Tell me what you think down below. Do you think the Brewers have any chance whatsoever in this series, or do you think the Dodgers are going to handle this easily? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Brewers or Dodgers? What do you think? Dodgers. We're seeing Dodgers. Hey, San Diego Padres fan, he thinks there's some hope for the Brewers. He thinks there is some hope. He thinks there is some hope. A lot of people going Dodgers here. There are a lot of people going Dodgers. So here we go. I'm going to come back to you guys. Alrighty, so moving on to the next series. We have a pretty interesting matchup here. We have the Cardinals and we have the Padres. Look at what happened with the Padres. The Padres were the talk of the town just a month ago, getting Mike Clevinger, and now they're probably not even going to have Mike Clevinger in this round. So, I mean, who knows when Mike Clevinger is even going to be coming back. Let's actually get an update on Mike Clevinger. What is going on with Mr. Mikey Mike? But yeah, Dinelson Lamet, he went down too. So this is an interesting series now because the Padres, they're just falling like flies. Dinelson Lamet is also down with Mike Clevinger. So right now with the Padres, this is just interesting all the way around. I mean, they don't have their two best pitchers. So with the Padres right now, this is interesting. The Padres aren't really playing their best baseball. They were hot recently. They were hot. Let me actually pull up the Padres stats here. Let's pull it up. Okay, so let's start off with the offense right now. So the Padres definitely have the better offense than the Cardinals. Definitely have the better offense than the Cardinals. That is for sure. They rank second right now in wins above replacement. They got guys all over this lineup. You got Manny Machado, who's having an MVP kind of a year. Fernando Tatis Jr. also having an MVP kind of year. Trent Grisham, he's having a heck of a year. I mean, good grief. They got guys all over the place. You got a Rookie of the Year, possible Rookie of the Year winner in Jake Cronenworth here. Will Myers is having a great year. Jerickson Profar is having a pretty decent year. I mean, they got guys all over this lineup. I mean, Tommy Pham, he's not having really the year he wants, but Tommy Pham, he's been proven to just play extremely well. So, but yeah, there's just good pieces all over this lineup. Right now, to me, this Cardinals lineup does not really compare to the Padres all that much. Does not really compare. If I go to the Cardinals, let's go to their lineup. One moment. Let's pull it up here. Let's share my screen with you guys. We're coming back here to the stats. All right, so here we go with the Cardinals. I mean, they got some guys. Well, first off with the Cardinals, the main story is what they've had to go through with COVID this year. They missed a lot of games. They didn't even make up all the games that they lost. Or that they missed, sorry. So, but yeah, this lineup, I don't know. There's not much to like about this lineup at all. I don't like too much about this lineup with the Cardinals. It's just not that good. I mean, they rank 13th overall. I mean, it's not bad, I guess, but they do got some guys. They got Paul Goldschmidt. He's having a pretty good year. 294 average, a 412 on base. So he's doing all right. You got Matt Carpenter. I don't know, 186 average. I mean, I'm just not really seeing much. I mean, you got Colton Wong. He's got a 351 on base. I don't know. It's just kind of meh. You got Tommy Edman there too, but yeah, I mean, they have some pieces here. Dylan Carlson's actually been playing pretty decent lately. So, I don't know. I just don't like this Cardinals offense very much. I mean, you got to go Padres here. You got to go Padres on the offensive side. But the real question is, with the Padres not having Mike Clevinger or Dinelson Lamet now going down with biceps tendonitis. They don't got Clevinger now. So, I mean, this is interesting. So now you got to rely. So now Zach Davies, he's probably going to get the ball for game one. Zach Davies has been pretty good, though. 2.73 ERA, 3.88 FIP. I mean, he's been pretty good. But after that, Chris Paddock, he has not had the year that he's really wanted. Just not a great year from Chris Paddock. Pretty disappointing year overall. 5.02 FIP. Garrett Richards has been okay. Good story for Garrett Richards. He's been different. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries in the last few years. I think with the Padres, it's interesting. It's an interesting series, mainly because of the starting pitching. Because now the Padres don't have their two best starting pitchers. But if you look at the Cardinals pitching, Adam Wainwright is pitching out of his mind this year. This dude is pitching really good. He's got a 3.15 ERA. He's got a 4.10 FIP. Dakota Hudson, he went down though. You've had Kwang Hyun Kim. He has been pitching pretty well this year. The Cardinals have some decent starting pitching. But where the Padres have another edge, though, I would say right now, you kind of want to say it's pretty even when it comes to the starting pitching with the Padres and the Cardinals. But I would say right now, the Padres, they definitely have a bit of a better bullpen. You got Drew Pomeranz out there. You got Emilio Pagan. I mean, he has struggled for the most part this year. Emilio Pagan is still Emilio Pagan. You've had some... You got some pretty decent pieces. I mean, they brought in Trevor Rosenthal. He's been excellent for them. He's pitched 9 innings for them, 0.41 FIP. But I love Drew Pomeranz out there. He's gonna give you production out of that bullpen. So I think the edge overall hold on. Let's look at the Cardinals bullpen here. Cardinals bullpen. It's actually been pretty good. Gallegos, 2.34 FIP. He's been pretty good for the most part. 12.5 strikeouts per 9. Tyler Webb's been pretty good. Genesis Cabrera's been pretty good. John Gant is on the IL right now. Andrew Miller's Andrew Miller. He's been pretty good this year too. I don't know. This Cardinals bullpen is actually looking pretty good. I just like that the Padres have a few guys that can really shut you down. You got Drew Pomeranz. You got Trevor Rosenthal. I mean, you got some guys in this bullpen. Matt Stram's been good too. 4.71 FIP. Never mind. I take that back. So you do got some guys on the Padres. I don't know. I kind of like this Cardinals bullpen though. This Cardinals bullpen's been pretty good. Either way though, when it really comes down to it, this series is a lot more even than it looks. This series, in my opinion, the Padres have the better bullpen. The Cardinals at the moment, I think they can match up starting pitching wise just because the Cardinals, the Padres are dealing with some injuries at the moment. Do you guys think the Cardinals could upset the Padres here? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat down below. Do you guys think the Cardinals here can do it? Do you think the Cardinals can knock off the Padres? People were calling for the Padres. People are calling for the Padres to win the World Series this year. Oh, is Dinelson Lamet starting game 1? Oh, so he is starting game 1. He's going to be good to go? Whoops. So, hold on. Oh, they're optimistic. They're optimistic. Have they fully announced it? So they're saying here, Padre. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. 1 second. Hold on, sharing my screen. We can look at this together. So Padres optimistic. Lamet could start game 1. Whoops, don't want to get copyright. Here we go. Okay, so they are optimistic that he's going to be taking the ball. I mean, so if he can go game 1 here, I definitely think that greatly improves the Padres' chances. Definitely improves the Padres' chances. So Manteca's, yeah, that was a different jersey from a while ago. I just took a screenshot of that and I just used that as the picture. So hey, if Dinelson Lamet pitches, I mean, you got to give the edge to the Padres. Dinelson Lamet is a clear Cy Young candidate this year. So the point is here, the Padres need pitching. The Padres need pitching. So, but there's something always about the Cardinals too, man. The Cardinals are just one of those teams where they just find ways to win in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So I feel like this year, though, the Padres are just too good. I think the offense is just too good. I think, personally, the Padres are just going to be able to – they'll get by the Cardinals. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you think, Padres or Cardinals? So I'm thinking Padres at the moment. Padres at the moment. So here we go. Let's move on. We have our next series. So we're moving on here. We got a fun one here. A rematch of the 2003 National League Championship Series with the classic Steve Bartman, Cubs Marlins in a best out of 3. This is, I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. How hilarious would it be if Steve Bartman somehow ended up in the stands, somehow in this game, like he's one of these guys that have been breaking into the stadium. Steve Bartman breaks into the stadium and he ruins the Cubs' chances, and the Cubs don't win a World Series for the next 100 years. That would be hilarious. I'm just saying. But anyway, we got Cubs and we got Marlins. Overall, I would have to say, the Cubs right now they're just as much as fun as it has been for to watch the Marlins this year. It's been very fun. They're very ahead of the game in terms of the rebuild. It's been fun, but right now I feel like you just have to go with the Cubs. You got to go with the Cubs. I mean, they kind of just lead in every category when it comes to offense, when it comes to starting pitching, when it comes to the bullpen, when it comes to fielding. Right now, the Cubs, they're just better in every category. The Cubs rank 12th in offense. The Marlins rank 26th. The bullpen ranks 18th. The Marlins rank dead last. The fielding, the Cubs rank 6th. The Marlins rank 12th. The Cubs are just a better team overall. When we take a look here at the Cubs, hold on just one second. When we take a look here at the Cubs, let's pull up the stats. All right, so right now, I mean, the Cubs, they got some great pieces on this team. Some very good pieces on this team. Here we go. Back to this screen. Here we go. So right now, this offense, for the most part, is pretty good. You got guys all over this lineup that can do some damage. You got Wilson Contreras, Anthony Rizzo. I mean, Javier Baez, he can get a home run here and there. Not the greatest on base kind of guy, but, he can give you a home run sometimes. Kyle Schwarber's got 11 on the year. Ian Happ, he was having an MVP kind of year at one point, and, he's kind of toned it down a little bit, but he's got 12 home runs on the year. Jason Hayward's actually been pretty good, a 392 on base for Jason Hayward. So the Cubs, they got some pretty decent pieces here. Chris Bryant's having a down year, but it's still Chris Bryant at the end of the day. So, I mean, overall, the Cubs offense, it's not the best offense out there, but, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But really, where the Cubs' strengths lie, the Cubs' strengths is the starting pitching. They are very, very, very top-heavy when it comes to starting pitching. The Cubs are just built for a 3-game series. They're built for it. You Darvish is going game 1. Yu Darvish has done everything he can to just earn a Cy Young. He has done everything he can. He's got a 2.01 ERA, a 2.23 FIP, 11 strikeouts per 9. Yu Darvish having a career year for the Cubs. He's definitely going to be starting game 1. And then for game 2, you got Kyle Hendricks. So Kyle Hendricks has been really solid as well. So you got some guys here. Alec Mills, he'll probably get I don't know. This is going to be interesting. What do you guys think here? Let's say for the Cubbies, if it goes game 3, let's say the Marlins squeak by a game. Let's say Yu Darvish, he dominates game 1. Let's say game 2. Let's say the Marlins get to Kyle Hendricks in game 2, and then there's a game 3. Let's say there's a game 3. Who do you think the Cubs give the ball to? Do you think they go to Alec Mills? Or do you think they go to John Lester? John Lester has had a really down year so far, but Alec Mills, not really overall that much better either, but Alec Mills did throw the no-hitter this year. I feel like, to me personally, you got to go game 3 with Lester. That's what I would go to because Lester is the seasoned veteran. You got to go Lester, I think. I think you got to go Lester. If Chatwood can't go, I think you have to go Lester. So I think you got to go Lester for game 3 at least. So overall, though, I'm giving the edge to the Cubs here. I mean, let's take a quick look at the Marlins. The Marlins have been a very fun team. So you can't deny that this has been a fun team to look at. Miguel Rojas, he's been very good this year. Starting off with him. mean, he's hitting 304 on the year, 392 on base. He's 4 homers, 20 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. Pretty good overall. When we take a look here, Starling Marte, they brought him in. He's actually given the lineup a bit of a jolt. So Corey Dickerson, he's actually been pretty decent this year. Brian Anderson, he's been pretty good this year at least. They got some guys in here. John Birdie, he's been pretty good. So there's some pieces in here. Matt Joyce, he's been pretty good this year. So overall, there's a lot of good things about this Marlins lineup. I think they could maybe scratch out a game against this Cubs team. I think they could. So, but then when you take a look at the pitching, this is where the Marlins, I think you got to give them a bit of a chance because the Marlins have some pretty decent starting pitching. They got Pablo Lopez, a 3.61 ERA on the year, 3.08 FIP. Sandy Alcantara has been pretty decent for the most part, a 3.71 FIP, 3.00 ERA. Sixto Sanchez, a 3.46 ERA in his rookie year so far. I mean, the Marlins, I don't know. The Marlins, they might be, could they be an upset, a team that could get the upset here against the Cubs? Maybe. I mean, in a regular season, would the Cubs even be in the playoffs? I mean, probably not, honestly. But they're in the playoffs. At the end of the day, whether you agree with this playoff format or not, with all these teams getting into each league, it doesn't matter. They're in the playoffs. That's what matters. And right now, the Marlins, their starting pitching is not that bad. So the bullpen, they got some decent pieces in that bullpen. Brandon Kinsler, the FIP is a little high. I don't like these FIPs very much. The bullpen's kind of but I don't know. It's not bad. I mean, it's not great either. But I just like the Marlins starting pitching. I really do. I love Pablo Lopez. Sandy Alcantara, he's solid. Sixto Sanchez, he's exciting. I don't know. I'm just saying. And, hey, good point. Boss, your ruler. Mattingly has them believing. You got Don Mattingly. He's Don Mattingly. So you got him as the guy running your team. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't count the Marlins out. As of right now, I think I am leaning Cubs. I think the Cubs overall are just a better team than the Marlins. And one other thing about the Cubs too. I love Dave Ross. David Ross has just been great. I think he's been a perfect fit as the manager for the Cubs. I think he has them all just focused on the prize, and I love that about him. I love David Ross with the Red Sox back in 2013. I love David Ross. I thought he was a great fit to be the manager for the Cubs. So, but yeah. Overall, I'd say I'm leaning towards the Cubs right now. So what are you thinking in the chat? Are you thinking Cubs? Are you thinking Marlins? What do you think? Cubs, Marlins, go. What do you think? Adrian Paez, what is going on, my friend? Welcome. We're talking some playoff baseball here, my friend. Oh, we're pretty split here. Could the Marlins be a Cinderella team? It's 2020. It's the year of the COVID. Anything can happen. I think the Marlins have enough pitching to pull off an upset. I think they do. Am I going to pick them? I don't know. All right. Now, let's get to the matchup that I think everyone has been waiting to talk about. Braves and the Reds. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about the Reds. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, dude, the Reds, I mean, if there's one team that's a smart pick for an upset, I think you got to go Reds, man. I think dude, if you're going to pick an upset team that can go not just win, here's the thing about the Reds. It's not that they could just win this series. They could make it past the division series. Santo Montilla, welcome, my friend. Welcome. It's not that they could make it past this wild card series. They could make it past the division series, and they could make it past the championship series. This Reds team, I'm telling you right now, and I think a lot of people would agree, this Reds team, you don't want to mess around with this Reds team. I liked this Reds team coming into this season, and my goodness, they were just disappointing me so much because there was so much to like about this Reds team coming into this season, and they just were not doing anything. Like the offense wasn't doing anything. The bullpen was lame. It was hard to watch, like with this Reds team, and they turned it on at the right time. There is just so many things to like about this Reds team right now. It's not just the starting pitching. It's not just that their offense has been better lately. It's not just that the bullpen has been better lately. This team is hot, and they have found a bit of a swagger. And you want that going into the playoffs. They almost have like this, like how the Tampa Bay Rays are smoking cigars and when they win the division, the Reds kind of almost have that vibe in a way. They got Trevor Bauer, who doesn't care what anyone thinks, and he says what's on his mind. And you got a team that they're believing in themselves a little bit. King Logan, my friend, welcome. So there is a lot of good things to like about this Reds team. Let's go to this Reds team. So hold on, let me pull it up here for you guys. Here we go. Yeah, so we'll start off with the Reds, and then we'll get to the Braves. Because, I like the Braves too. And I'm gonna tell you why I like the Braves. So here we go. All right, so let's start off with the fun stuff. I mean, with the Reds, when you think of the Reds, you think of the starting pitching. So here we go, back to my screen. Here we go. So obviously the story here this year, it's been Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, Cy Young candidate, suburban homeboy. What is going on, my friend? Welcome to the channel. Hello. So Trevor Bauer, he's been the story this year. 1.73 ERA, a 2.87 FIP. He has just been out of his mind. He's pitched every game. He's pitched some games on short rest. He's striking out over 12 guys per 9. He's walking just around 2 per 9. Very solid year for Trevor Bauer. Definitely worthy of a Cy Young. I think it's going to be a close call between him, Darvish, and DeGrom. Personally, I'm different topic, different time. I personally like DeGrom. Whatever, you guys can hate me if you want. I personally like DeGrom because of a couple of things, but I would not be mad if Bauer got the award as well. Bauer has been just insane this year. Sonny Lott, what is going on? Man, it is subscriber city in here tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for subscribing. Where are we at subscriber-wise right now? Where are we at? Alrighty. Well, it says for me, we've gained around 40 subscribers in this stream. Thank you so much, everyone. I am hoping we can get to 3,000 by the end of the playoffs. If we can get to 3,000 by the end of the playoffs, that would be insane. I just started this channel back in December in 2019, so it hasn't even been a full year, and we made it to 2,000 subscribers, which I thought was it blew my mind. And the fact that maybe there is a possibility maybe we could get to 3,000 by the end of the playoffs. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe by the 1-year anniversary of this channel, maybe. But oh my goodness, if we could get to 3,000 by the end of the playoffs, my mind would be blown. So, anyway, back to the matchup. So, but after Trevor Bauer, you got Luis Castillo. Luis Castillo has been awesome this year. He has been great. He had a really good start the other night. He's on my fantasy team. He did fantastic for me. He was a big reason why I won the championship this year in my league. Overall, great year for Luis Castillo. I had him as a breakout candidate for this year, and to me, he has been every bit of a breakout candidate. He's got a 2.65 FIP. Definitely looks better than that 3.21 ERA. He's striking out over 11 batters per nine. You would like to see those walks go a little lower, but whatever. Luis Castillo, he's been great. Sonny Gray, he's been very good too. 2.95 FIP. Dude, this Reds pitching staff, all three of these guys are striking out. The league average this year for strikeouts per nine is, I believe, right around 9 strikeouts per nine. And these guys, you got Bauer and Gray both striking out 12 per nine, and they got Castillo going 11 per nine. They even got Tyler Mahle with 11 per nine. I'm telling you right now, this Reds pitching staff is no joke. This is a playoff. This is a World Series caliber rotation. This is nothing to play around with. It's insane. This is right in line with how good the Indians pitching staff is. This Reds pitching staff is better than the Indians pitching staff. It is fantastic. But the thing about the Reds is that they're hot. They're hot, and they're playing some good baseball as of late. But now their opponents, the Braves. Now, it's like the complete opposite. So if I were to go to the Braves, the Braves starting pitching is just so bad this year. And it's awful because he had Mike Soroka. He went down with an injury. You had Fulte. He went to alternate camp. Sean Newcomb went to alternate camp. They've just had so much bad luck, man. They ranked 25th in starting pitching on the year. I don't know how they even made it to this point without that starting pitching. I mean, they've had basically they're hanging on by glue and duct tape. I mean, but they have had Max Fried this year. Without him, they would be nowhere. I'll tell you that right now. I don't even think they would have won the East. If they did not have Max Fried, they would have been screwed. But looking at their starting pitching, I will say, they will have Max Fried going for game one. So that is a good sign. You do have Max Fried for game one. But after that, I mean, you do got Ian Anderson there. He's been pretty good. But Kyle Wright, he has struggled for the most part this year. I think he had a pretty decent start the other night. But after that, I mean, what do you have? I mean, you got, I don't know. You got Tukey, 7.05 FIP. You got Erlin with a 6.75 FIP. I mean, I don't know. There's just not much here. Who was the guy they got at the deadline? Who was that again? Oh, he's not even on the roster right now. He's on the 10-day IL. He had a 7.33 FIP. It was his first start with the Braves after being traded, and the guy gave up 20 runs. So, for game one, I think the Braves, they'll be in it for game one because they got Max Fried, who's pitching well. But if game one with the Braves, the thing with the Braves, since we're on the Braves roster right now, the thing that's going to keep the Braves in the game, I really think the Braves, as the Reds could ride that starting pitching all the way to the World Series, I think this Braves offense, they could ride this offense all the way to the World Series. This offense is that good. These dudes just drive in runs. You got Freddie Freeman, who most likely, at least as of right now, he is my pick for MVP. He has just been hitting the piss out of the ball this year, a 1.113 OPS. The guy is out of his mind this year. Travis d'Arnaud has been really good this year. Ozzie Albies is solid. Dansby Swanson is solid. I mean, come on. You got Ronald Acuna Jr. He's Ronald Acuna Jr. He hit like a 800-foot home run the other day against my Red Sox. Marcelo Zuna has been very good this year. Adam Duvall has been very good. They got guys who can just hit home runs. They got guys who can drive in runs. This this Braves offense is no joke. So you got the best starting pitching in the National League going up against arguably the best offense in the National League, and a best out of three, I don't know. So I think right now I'd say those two probably cancel each other out. best offense versus best starting pitching. So where else do you turn? Let's go look at the bullpens. Right now, the Braves bullpen, they have some pretty good pieces. Overall, the Braves bullpen, they have a very good bullpen on the year. They rank 7th overall. The Reds, on the other hand, rank 17th. Before I move on to the Reds bullpen, let's take a look at the Braves bullpen. You got Mark Melancon. For the most part, he's been fine. He's got a 4.02 FIP. I mean, he's only striking out 4.6 per 9. That's actually not that great. So you don't like to see that, especially out of your closer. I mean, come on. But they've had some good pieces here. Matzek, Dayton, Green, Minter. They got good guys out of this bullpen. So, the Braves bullpen can step up for you. Now, if we take a look at the Reds, like I mentioned, the Reds bullpen, they rank 17th on the year. However, in the last 2 weeks, the Reds bullpen ranks 6th. I repeat, in the last 2 weeks, the Reds bullpen ranks 6th. So this bullpen has been very good. So if we take a look at the guys out in this bullpen, you got Iglesias, you got Lorenzen, you got Sims. Nate Jones has been kind of whatever. Amir Garrett, I don't like the FIP very much, but Amir Garrett, he's striking out over 12 per 9, so that's pretty good. You would like to see the walks go down a little bit, but Amir Garrett, he's solid for the most part. You got Antony, sorry. You got some guys out here. They brought in Archie Bradley. He's been very good. So, yeah, the Reds bullpen has been solid. Since they got Archie Bradley, this bullpen has been very good. So now, the question is, you got an amazing offense with the Braves. You have an amazing starting pitching staff with the Reds. You got two bullpens that are pretty similar. I mean, where are you going to go here? This is this is interesting. This actually, no light speed games. I will not take my jersey off. You know why I will not take my jersey off? Because I am morbidly obese and I am insecure and I am not going to sit on this stream shirtless, my friend. No, you don't want to see that. You would rather see this horrible Red Sox jersey than my pale white obese self. So no, I will not do that. But where do you go here? I mean, where are you going to lean? Are you going to lean starting pitching or are you going to lean offense? I mean, they both have similar bullpens. I don't know. This is hard. I mean, personally, I'm biased towards starting pitching. I just love starting pitching. I'd say right now, based off of how the Reds have played lately, I have to give the edge to the Reds as of right now. What do you guys think? What do you think in the chat? Do you think the Reds are going to win this series, or do you think the Braves are going to win this series? I think this one is very tough to call, just like the Yankees and the Indians series. So what do you guys think? Reds or Braves? Let me know in the chat. Reds, Braves, Reds, Braves, Reds. It's going back and forth. Wow. Big red machine. Reds. Reds in 3. Better starting pitching. Astros. Could you imagine the Astros win it all this year? Could you imagine? Oh, man. Reds. This is a tough one because, I tend to favor starting pitching over offenses, but good grief, this Braves offense is really good. The Braves kind of, in a way, remind me of the 2003 Red Sox. In a way, the Red Sox definitely had some better starting pitching that year, but the Red Sox offense in 2003 was like no joke. The Red Sox offense in 2003 was insane. They had like Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz, Bill Miller, Johnny Damon, Kevin Millar, Trot Nixon. That offense was loaded that year. Jason Varitek. Oh, my God. That Red Sox 2003 offense was nasty. This Braves offense is similar. There's just pieces all over this Braves offense. I will say this. As good as Trevor Bauer has been, as good as he has been, Trevor Bauer, I want to let you all know this because I know a lot of you are thinking, what, Trevor Bauer, he's got to win the Cy Young. I want to show you something with Trevor Bauer. Let me actually, hold on, let me pull it up here for you. Here we go. Hold on. I would like to show everyone. Here we go. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. So Trevor Bauer this year, when we look at the StatCast, here, so Trevor Bauer, he is right now in the bottom 50% in exit velocity. So he is more prone to giving up some hard hit balls. He's in the bottom 50% when it comes to hard hit percentage. And barrel percentage, he's in the top 40%. So Trevor Bauer, he has been prone this year to giving up some home runs and some hard hits. So I'm just saying that might not be a good recipe against this Braves team that can just hammer the ball. So even though Trevor Bauer, he has been on this year, he has definitely earned a ton of Cy Young votes. I will say Trevor Bauer against this offense, against this Braves offense, might not be a great matchup. So that is one thing to consider. I'm telling you, this Braves offense is very good. This Braves offense can put up 10 runs like it's nothing. So, Trevor Bauer, like he's done very good. He's done very good. You can't take anything away from Trevor Bauer, but if this Braves offense is raring to go against Trevor Bauer, man, I'm just saying they could maybe tag him for a couple of home runs. I don't know. I'm just saying, Trevor Bauer, man, he's been very good, but he could definitely I wouldn't guarantee a win against the Braves. That Braves offense is that good. Right now, it's really hard for me to pick this matchup because they're both very even in different ways. Braves have the offense. Reds have the starting pitching. Both similar bullpens. Both similar in the fielding. Reds have been hot. Braves have been playing well as well. So it's hard to pick this one. It almost in a way, I feel like it's almost kind of easy to pick the Reds just because they've been playing hot and they do have the good starting pitching. But I really think people might be underestimating this Braves offense. I really think the Braves offense is being underestimated just a little bit. I personally think that. I think this Braves offense could go far. Now, would it be helpful if they had some pitching? Absolutely it would. But I don't know. I'm just saying right now, I don't know. It's hard. It's definitely going to it's going to be split in the vote. It's going to be split. I would say right now that's hard. I'd say as of right now, the Reds. I'd say the Reds as of right now. I definitely could wake up in the morning and be going with the Braves. It really, really just depends on how I'm going to be feeling in the morning, to be honest with you. The Braves, they got a lot of players that are going to be ready to go. I think with the Braves, I almost feel like the Braves, I think a lot of people are going to be picking the Reds in this series, and I think the Braves are almost going to come into this series as like the underdogs in this series. You do got Max Fried. You do got, Kyle Wright has been better lately. You got Ian Anderson there. It's not going to be the best, but if the Braves can get enough starting pitching, then I think the Braves could definitely, go pretty. I don't know how far. I definitely think they could. I think they could make it to the NLCS. I think honestly, where I'm at right now with this Braves Reds matchup, I would say right now, I'd say whoever wins this matchup, I think that team I would like to say they're going to go to the championship series. If the Cubs win against the Marlins, I am definitely okay with picking either the Braves or the Reds over that Cubs team, because I think the Reds and the Braves, their strengths, the Braves have the offense, the Reds have the starting pitching. I think I would rather lean towards those strengths than what the Cubs have. I like the Cubs, but I'm just saying, one of these teams I think you're going to see in the National League Championship Series. As of right now, that's what I'm thinking. So now the big question is, if we take a look at the postseason bracket, in the National League, which team do you think is going to make it out of the National League? Dodgers, Brewers, Padres, Cardinals, Cubs, Marlins, Braves, Reds. Tell me in the chat down below, which team out of the National League do you think will make it to the World Series? Let me know in the chat. A lot of Dodgers picks. Oh, Ayo, I forgot about the Pirates, man. I'm so sorry. Forgot about the Pirates. Hey, don't forget the Pirates, everyone. Cardinals, interesting. Padres. Seeing a lot of Dodgers. I'd say as of right now, I feel like a lot of people don't want to pick the Dodgers, and the Dodgers, they tend to choke, man. The Dodgers tend to choke. So I'd say it's easy right now to not pick the Dodgers, just because, no one likes the Dodgers this year, right? And they just always tend to choke. Right now, I would say, I feel like I'm leaning Dodgers. In this National League. I feel like in the end, I love the Reds starting pitching. Are they going to have enough offense? Are they going to have enough of a bullpen? The Braves, are they going to have enough starting pitching? The Marlins, I just don't think they're there. The Cubs, I mean, they got some good pieces all around, but is it going to be enough all the way around? The Cardinals, they got some decent starting pitching. They got some decent pieces in the lineup, but is that going to be enough? The Padres, they got some injury concerns right now. The Brewers, I mean, Brewers got some decent pitching, good bullpen, but are they going to, I don't know, are they going to get by the Dodgers? Probably not. I just feel like the Dodgers right now, top to bottom, they're just the best looking team out of the National League. They're playing with confidence. The Dodgers, I don't think they lost more than 2 games in a row this season. So right now, I like the Dodgers in the National League. And in the American League, I'll tell you, I like the Twins. That might not be a great pick, but I just like the Twinkies out of that American League. But I also like the Yankees. I like the Indians. I like the Rays. The American League is very difficult to pick. Honestly, in the National League, you could make an argument for the Braves. You could make an argument for the Reds. You could make an argument for the Cubs. You could make an argument for the Padres or even the Cardinals maybe. There's a lot of arguments that can be made. This is going to be a very hard playoff to pick. It's very difficult. I mean, playoffs should always be hard to pick. It shouldn't just be easy to pick, right? But it's going to be difficult to kind of, get this right, I think. Because there's just so many ways that this could go. So, we're going to go one final question. Which 2 teams do you think are going to make it to the World Series? Let me know your World Series picks in the chat below. Let me know. Rays, Dodgers. Astros, Dodgers. That would be a fun World Series. Astros, Dodgers. Reds and A's. Cardinals, Yankees. Padres, White Sox. Twins, Dodgers. Brewers, Twins. Twins, Padres. Astros, Dodgers. Twins, Dodgers. Cubs, Rays. That'd be interesting. Rays and Reds. That'd be fun. Yankees, Reds, Rays, Cardinals. Oof. Joshua, the other day I was just saying to my best buddy, I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised to see an Indians-Dodgers World Series. How fun would it be if you saw Indians-Reds? How fun of a World Series would that be? I would love that. I will say this right now. I feel like the Rays aren't getting quite enough love, I would say. I like the Rays, man. I like the Rays. What I like about the Rays is that they just find ways to win. They can beat you with an offense. They can beat you with starting pitching. They can beat you with a bullpen. I really like the Rays. So I think the Rays are just underrated because they're the Rays, So White Sox Dodgers would be a fun one. I'd say as of right now, everyone, I feel like I'm leaning Twins and Dodgers. That's where I'm leaning. I wouldn't be surprised to see like Indians, Dodgers. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rays. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Yankees. I really wouldn't. There's a lot of matchups. Yankees, Reds would be fun. That'd be a fun one. There's a lot of ways this can go, man. Could you imagine White Sox and Cubs? White Sox, Cubs. How fun would that be? But alrighty, everyone. I think that's all I got for tonight. We've been at this for a couple hours now. I'm going to get on out of here, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much for coming out to the stream tonight. It has been very appreciated. We had some super chats tonight. Cole Langill, thank you for the couple of donations. The Bengineer, thank you for the $1. I'm very appreciative of everyone that has subscribed tonight. We got a lot of subscribers tonight. Thank you so much. Just want to let you know, there's another subscriber, Spider1996. Hello, welcome. But I just want to say, again, thank you everyone for coming in tonight. I will be doing a lot of live streams for playoff games, as much as I can, almost possibly every single night. I will say, whether if it's definitely during games and then post game, probably look out for like some live streams like towards like 8 or 9 o'clock. I would say for around those times, we'll be talking games all day. Or games that have been happening all day, especially for the wild card round. There's going to be games just going on all day. So be on the lookout for all the live streams, all the post games, all the watch alongs. I'm excited for it. This is going to be fun. It has been a kind of a pain of a season, honestly. Like, I'm glad they had baseball. But the fact that there was at one point, you didn't even know if there was going to be a season. You had games getting canceled because of COVID. There was just a lot of just annoying things going on this year, but I'm glad we got through the regular season and we got some good playoff baseball tonight. So, Brad Roblox, thank you very much, my friend. And everyone, again, thank you so much for coming out tonight. That is all I got. Thank you so much, and be on the lookout for more streams. Also, be on the lookout for a couple of videos tomorrow, predictions, and probably a couple other videos as well. So I will catch all of you next time.